Hey y'all, my name is Hannah Radford. I will be talking and presenting about the cholera vaccination campaign that is in Mozambique right now. The article I found is from the World Health Organization. I also found some facts from the Health Organization, as well as another peer-reviewed journal article about cholera outbreaks. This specific one was published on April 3rd of 2019, and I will be discussing it today. So a little bit of summary. A cyclone hit Mozambique, Beira, Mozambique, and a cholera outbreak is anticipated. So the Vaccine Alliance, also known as Gavi or Gavi, is supporting and funding the vaccine to stop and prevent the breakout in this country. Cholera is actually an endemic to this nation, so this is not the first time they've seen this, and it's more than likely going to outbreak in their country. So the vaccines they're giving will help control and stop that spread. I chose this topic because of the connection to the book that it has. So cholera is usually a waterborne disease, which we learned about in chapter 2. John Snow is the father of epidemiology, as everyone should know in this chapter that we learned about, that he did a cholera experiment. So he discovered cholera in a water pump in London, and he controlled the spread of cholera from cutting off the pump. So I really enjoy that topic of epidemiology and environmental health. So that's why I chose this topic to begin with for my current event. The Clean Water Act is also another reason that this was an important topic for me to talk about, because the Clean Water Act in the United States prevents stuff like that from happening in our nation. But some of the other nations aren't as fortunate as us. So we are fortunate enough to have clean water in our country, so that cholera and other waterborne diseases are not a problem in our country. The importance is because we want safe water and sanitation to stop the spread of cholera. There's these things called WASH, and it's like a campaign and a solution to ensure safe waters in these countries. So it is put in place in all these countries. So people with the EPA and other organizations go out and put these clean water wash stations in effect. And vaccines are also given to all these communities to help save the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And also, I found in other articles, countries such as Bangladesh, cholera is becoming an epidemic for them due to the water of El Nino. El Nino is that warm water current that flows in the ocean that brings in high tides, low tides, all that scientific stuff. But in Bangladesh, they're having issues with cholera as well, due to the tides rolling in and having the spread of diseases through the water in their countries. For the socio-ecological model, the article that I talked about is relating to all the different parts of the ecological model. So policy would be like the regulation of the vaccines, the acts that are put in place to help prevent all these such things. The community of who is it attacking or targeting? It is targeting the people that are affected by the outbreak in the community. The institutionalized part would be trying to stay away from the affected areas. So all people that are a part of it, people from our country that are helping other countries, those would be the people that we're trying to stay away from the affected areas. But the interpersonal connection would be you and your family members learning how to receive the vaccines, teaching other people about the vaccines so that you're more aware of what is going on at the individual level, which it would be having the knowledge and knowing how to prevent getting this disease. These are some of my references. And also I wanted to show a few pictures that I found from the World Health Organization's website. These are just different pictures of the cholera outbreak that they're talking about and different kinds of cholera outbreaks. So as you can see in those photos right there, that it's a waterborne disease. So it could be in all of these waterways that are just like flooding these cities. So this is how it is mostly spread. But yeah. So then there's different pictures on here as well of she's actually putting one of the vaccines into a drinking water so that people can ingest the vaccine that way as an oral vaccine. These are just more pictures of like the waterways and how it is being spread. These are different treatment camps. There's someone taking one of the oral vaccines. And this is how deep they are in these waters. That's how that's getting contracted. And just some more photos. But thank you for listening to my presentation. I really enjoyed this because I really enjoyed the topic of cholera and how diseases spread. So I really enjoyed doing this assignment. Thanks.